If most ladies are lover girls, then why do most of them initiate the breakup or divorce?
Good
Another good
fucking
question,
question,
yeah.
Captain. Wow. You know what? We'll start off with Steph again. Go ahead, Steph.
Damn.
I mean, you're saying it's a good fucking question. Go ahead, Steph.
Because you're not giving them what they want. You're not meeting the standards. You're maybe, I mean, I've seen it happen with a lot of my friends and things like that. Like, you're with a guy for so long and there's no ring, there's no commitment, there's no change. It's just, I mean, I was in a relationship for 5 years and it was too much. We broke up because of comfortability.
Okay.
We were too comfortable.
Okay.
You know, it's like, so eventually you're drained and you're like, I can't do this anymore. Like, something else has to happen.
Okay.
Or like, you know, so then I feel like that's why. And honestly, I feel like men are pussies when it comes to breaking up. Like, it's always going to be the girl. And when a guy usually does do it, it's on some petty move. Like, they pick a fight. Okay, we're done.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for being unfiltered. I appreciate that. I think Dr. Kish once said that a man should always be striving to get better. So when your man is just like complacent and stagnant, the way you mentioned, like, yes, that eventually you guys can love each other so much, but eventually it's only a matter of time before you guys actually break up, because women don't want to be with guys that aren't constantly getting better.
Right.
You don't want to, because then what happens is you start pulling the weight that he's supposed to be pulling.
Absolutely.
And women don't like that.
Right.
Okay, what about you? Go ahead.
I agree with what she said. I think men do, for the most part, get comfortable. And that is, we kind of have more, I guess, balls to end a relationship or a commitment than men. Because men rather stay than confront a situation. I mean,
I agree. I disagree so much. It's kind of the opposite. You don't want to confront the situation.
so then
But
why
you're
is it
so easy to be
mainly
like,
women
okay, I'll
asking for
break up.
divorce? That's not true.
That is true.
No,
You'll be like,
that's not.
the guy doesn't want to break up. He will try to fix it, whatever the fucking problem is, because
Correct.
guys are logical.
What if he
Exactly.
can't
There's
fix
your
it?
point. That's why most women break
Leave.
up with the men and they leave.
Exactly,
a
because you
guy
can't
wants to
stick it
keep-
through.
Because they
Because you
want to
can't
fix
stick
it,
it
but
through.
sometimes
How
they
much more are we
don't.
gonna fix it if it's not fixing? You fix it
Exactly.
what for a couple weeks, like
Right.
a
And
month,
then
and
they
then,
go
we're
back
back
to
to
the same
zero.
thing.
Is
Exactly.
marriage not a life
Because
thing?
I feel like
Is marriage not a life thing?
absolutely.
That's
Okay,
why
so
you gotta
vet
pick
your guy.
wisely.
Why are you getting divorced?
Exactly.
The reason why he's mentioning marriage is because women initiate what 80% of all
Divorces.
divorces.
Correct.
Because you got to think about it, guys. Women, if they divorce, she has probably went through so much,
Exactly.
and tried so hard to where she's like, I got to,
Yeah.
or else
But
I'm
you're,
just
but you're-
or-
but you're-
For a
but-
woman
but
to do that is
with
hard.
with that
Yeah.
statement, you're automatically assuming that guys are always
Correct.
in the wrong.
And on top of that, or the girl is just not doing shit. She's not cooking. She's not cleaning.
But
The
then
guy
why
is-
isn't
she's
he
not
asking
gi-
for divorce?
She's not
Right.
giving the
He
because the
would.
guy is logical. He has, bro. You're gonna take 50% of my fucking assets, bitch. You're staying with
So
me.
then you're staying out of being comfortable with her.
Exactly.
For
And you're going to
your-
still have that shit
exactly.
behavior. That
But
we're
I
not
would
gonna
be
like.
comfortable if you were cooking, cleaning, sucking my dick, and shutting the fuck up.
Okay, but didn't
sure
you
you
say
will.
that's why you vet before you get a girlfriend? So why are you marrying somebody that you didn't vet?
Bitch, you
Damn.
changed up.
Nah, but I'm speaking facts.
You know, you got comfortable.
Everybody changed.
No, you got comfortable and you thought you were entitled to my fucking money and my wealth. And now
So
that I'm married,
she is
you know,
entitled.
now you think you're gonna get 50% of my shit. So now you could switch up.
Nah.
I would
Yeah.
say so. What,
Yeah.
what he's trying to say
Nah.
is that marriage does incentivize women to get divorces. Okay, because you guys, in a sense, if you guys don't understand what I'm saying, is you guys get rewarded when you guys divorce. Men don't get rewarded when we get divorces. Okay, we don't get the kids, we don't get half of anything, we don't get none of that. If anything, we lose all of that.
That's crazy that you consider that a reward.
Well, what I'm saying is, okay, how about this?
That's
Let's say
insane.
me and you were married, right? And we
You
were
used up a woman's prime years, right? So say y'all been together, married 25
hypothetically
years.
speaking, let's say you and me, we've
Okay,
been married 25
25
years.
years.
Okay, go.
I'm 50. You 55,
Okay.
56.
Okay,
We get divorced.
okay,
I get half of whatever you had because I gave you 4 kids.
okay,
They're all in private school.
okay,
They all play extracurricular activities.
okay.
Um,
Who paid for all that shit?
my ex-husband. Because that's the lifestyle y'all are providing.
I was gonna
For
say
me,
it
like-
sounds
What?
rehearsed.
Yo, what
Like
the
you-
fuck?
It's like you had this answer in your mind a long time ago.
What? No,
Wait.
I just be out.
So your
She
ex-husband
just
was
be
providing
outside.
for us the
no,
whole
no,
time?
she's saying
talking
the
about
guy.
you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, okay, so okay, so I paid for everything, correct? Okay, so keep going.
Who's to say I'm not working? Say you're working and you're providing for
Let me
our
tell you
whole
something.
entire
A real
family.
high value guy, your money's your money. My money's our money. That's how it should be.
Correct.
Okay, so keep going.
No, your money is our money.
No.
You're
That's
my
why I wouldn't
provider.
date you. That's
You're
why I
my
would not date
provider.
you. That's why I would not date you respectfully, because
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
give
looking
me
for.
all your money.
She doesn't have to pay for anything. She doesn't have to pay for anything, because there's a reason why. Because if she was paying for shit, she can throw that shit in my face. I don't need you. I'm an independent chick. Blah 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 blah. Like I don't need that shit. Like it's not
You're not
pretty.
lying.
It's
He's not letting
attractive.
her play
It's
her
not
feminine role.
What is the
She can't
difference in
be
what you're
feminine.
saying?
That's a
what I'm
good
saying?
point. That's a good point. If a woman like her has to worry about paying the bills, paying for food, paying for all this shit, on top of being at home cooking, cleaning, like she's not gonna be able to do what she's supposed to do.
Exactly.
Absolutely agreed.
Does that make sense?
But then
No,
there's a
I
lot of
disagree.
women getting divorced.
You
and
just
they
want to
don't have
disagree with
careers.
everything.
Yeah.
No, I mean this is 2023. Like you
I
talking
get
like
it.
This is 1980s. Like
Yo, in 2023, there's still men out here that are willing to take care of women.
of course.
Yeah.
Okay, they're rare. I will say that because fuck, especially here in Miami. But there's still a lot of good men out here, and the good men typically women like you don't want to talk to. I'm talking about the guys that work in construction,
I love construction.
railroad guys. I'm talking about the people picking up the trash, landmines.
No trash men.
be
There you go,
catfishing, I
right?
guess.
Women like you won't talk to them.
No.
But those are typically good guys. They're not out here in Miami.
because they have blue collar jobs.
Yes,
No,
because
also because they
Blue
can't. They're
collar
careful.
niggas cheat too.
okay.
With the girls at the trash in the damn workroom and
Yo,
they
you've
cheat
been
too.
really someone violated
Yeah.
you.
They always- they
Someone
cheat.
violated you. Like someone didn't hurt you. Someone
Trash
violated
man
you.
is cheating too, y'all.
Shout out to my
Acting
man,
like
whoever
trash.
violated
Blue
you.
collar
Yeah.
man cheat too.
Damn, you don't like see any positives.
Yo,
in men.
No, not at all.
There's
You like
some
hate like
positive
all of
ones.
us.
There's some positive
Yeah,
ones.
maybe 1.00001%, right?
Right.
No.
Okay,
You know,
so
the guy she likes, like they spit on her and shit.
Yeah.
Oh
No.
like I
fuck
said,
no.
she's a one night stand.
Your bitches probably spit on you though.
Who, my or her or
My
his?
bitch?
His bitch.
Why you think that?
Because you give me yuck vibes.
How? How's that add up?
Do I look like a bitch that gets spit on?
The way you're talking, you got a lot of trauma built up. Yes,
I sound like I get spit on.
you
They're
understand
in
it's
sex.
an analogy,
He's
correct?
talking about
That's
they're
some
in sex.
bullshit.
You
He's talking about
understand
they're in
it's
sex.
an
Talking out the side of
analogy.
your
You
ass
understand
right
it's an
now. 'Cause
analogy, right?
I be goddamn
You
if I
understand
look
it's
like
an
a bitch that
analogy?
gets spit on.
You understand an analogy?
Your
is?
mama probably spit on your ass type
Nah,
shit.
never. I don't
Because
think
I'd
you would
never
ever do
be
that.
spit on in my goddamn life.
You know what an analogy
The
is?
nigga would get got.
Do you know what an analogy is?
It's not an analogy. You talking out your ass.
Okay,
Do
so
you
you
know
don't
what
know
that
what
is?
an analogy is.
I know what the fuck an analogy is.
Okay, so I
Wait,
just said an
is
analogy,
spitting
right?
like during sex a bad thing? Because
I hope
Did
not.
he say I
I
was
be
getting
doing that
fucked?
shit.
No, he said I look like a bitch
Oh,
that
I
I
gets
don't-
love
spit
that
on.
shit, bro. Stop it.
right. Yeah, no. Oh, so he was just saying in general.
He wasn't talking about me getting fucked. Were you
Okay.
talking about me getting
Nah,
fucked?
yeah, in general.
Huh?
then.
No,
No,
he
no, no,
wasn't.
no, no, no.
He wasn't.
No, I wasn't. It was
Exactly.
correct. It was an analogy. Girls like bad guys. They like fucking guys
I'd be
that are rough with
goddamn
them.
if a nigga
Toxic
thought he was
men.
ever gonna spit
That's
on
what
me
women
like
love.
I'm a- fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I
Am
will
I
agree.
incorrect?
I will agree with you,
Fuck
but
no.
just randomly spit. Like if I randomly
that's
spit on
fucked
her
up.
Oh
right now,
no.
you know what I mean? She'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Fuck no.
Correct. I agree.
Okay, cool. You know what? Since we're on this topic, why are men taught how to treat women, but women are taught how to treat men? Why do you think that is?
Women are taught how to treat men.
Okay, speaking to the mic, please.
Women are taught how to treat men.
You think overall women are taught how to treat men?
Yes.
Okay, so then why is there a double standard that a man should never hit a woman, but a woman can hit a man?
I don't think I don't think anybody should be putting their hands on anybody. Period.
Agreed.
But
Okay,
men been
but-
beating bitches' asses since the
Hold on,
land
but-
before
but,
time.
But you're talking about the minority, and it does happen.
I'm not talking about the minority.
you
I'm
are.
talking about
Majority of men don't hit women.
natural
Majority-
punishment. That's a social norm that's been instilled in us. Normal punishment is pain. Okay.
What?
Instilling pain in somebody else to stop them from doing a behavior that you don't want them to do. That goes back to slavery. That goes back to
We're not talking about
Indians.
slavery.
That
You can't
goes
make
back
this shit
to
up. You can't make this shit up.
We're talking about now in society. Overall, most men do not hit women,
okay.
even when they're being attacked by women. It's actually
Okay.
frowned upon by men and women.
Yo, if I hung out
Okay.
with a guy that hit a girl, bro, what? I couldn't get caught doing that shit.
100%.
Niggas beat bitches' asses every day.
I don't
Yes,
know.
but those are the
That's
minorities.
a minority.
I
I
Most
don't
men
believe
don't.
that's a minority.
What?
It's that you'll never know. Because
It's
who's
not
gonna
your
go around
business.
saying like,
now everybody's
oh, I-
business is
Steph.
on social media and y'all can
Steph,
spot this.
There's about
action.
4 billion
this
men
fight.
out there, right? How many of those 4 billion men do you think are hitting women?
I mean, I don't know.
How
I
many
feel
women
like-
are reporting them getting their ass beat every day?
Realistically speaking, ladies, okay, we understand that there's a lot of stuff that goes unreported. realistically speaking,
Probably 80%.
most men are not
That's
hitting
saying
women.
4 out of 5 guys in this room are we're hitting our women.
It's not
I'm not
happening.
saying y'all don't.
No, no,
get
he's
you
saying
just
in
said-
general.
But that's a general. That's you know.
I'm
you can-
giving you.
That's the
I'm
probability.
giving
It's
you
a probability
numbers.
game. It's a probability game.
No,
You
y'all
just-
you
don't
don't-
fall in that category.
Hold on, listen.
That's not. I don't know that to be
If
fact.
you said
I'm just saying.
80%, then hitting women would actually be a norm. If you're saying
Correct.
80%, then no one would frown upon it
No
because
one would
80% of people are doing it.
Oh, it's
people
not.
give a fuck because it's the Me Too movement. We have feminism. We have
Oh,
equal rights.
she
Do
fucks
you-
with Amber Heard.
What?
Okay.
I live in the real world.
You know what?
Men
Okay, cool.
been
And look,
beating
again,
ass.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying most men do not hit women.
Okay.
It does. However, a lot of women do hit men.
Beat the
More,
shit out
yeah.
of them niggas.
Okay, so what about you? Why do you think that women aren't taught how to treat men, but men are taught how to treat women?
I mean, I don't know, honestly. I can't answer that question because it's really about how you've been brought up. Your
Mhm.
mama need to be telling you, don't put
Yeah.
your hand on nobody, female,
Yeah.
male, it don't matter.
Okay.
Wait,
But I guess what I'm saying is, why is it that in society, it's okay, like men have like treat her like a lady,
Mhm.
right? You never hear people say treat him
Okay,
like
I
a
see what you're
man,
saying.
right?
I think you're right. We should do better as a female society. Like, we can't be hitting these guys.
No,
period.
absolutely not.
Like,
agree.
that's not cool.
But I'm not even talking about physically. I'm talking about in general. Like, how about just like respecting the guy?
yeah.
How about
Like showing him appreciation,
yeah, just in general.
not embarrassing
that-
him.
Yeah.
What's
Okay, cool.
embarrassing though?
Just
Like,
being civil.
Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, look, I don't even necessarily. I went to the smoothie spot. I forgot what it's called, in University of Miami. Opened the door for these 3 young girls, right? I didn't expect them to open the door for me or not, but I did expect a thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So they looked at me like I was supposed to do it, and I'm like, "Yo, you're welcome." And they looked at me like, "You really just said you're
but
welcome?"
you are supposed to do it.
Okay.
But they could
See,
have had some
and
manners.
women
they
like
coulda had
you,
manners, I
women
agree.
like you are why men like me don't want to do it anymore. Because even though I'm supposed to be chivalrous, women like you should also say thank you.
Yeah,
Because now
appreciate
it's like,
it.
okay, cool. I want to do more for you now.
Absolutely.
Right. But if I open the door
You're
for you,
a random guy at the gas station.
and she's a random girl that I didn't have to open a door for,
you
Yeah.
didn't,
I
but
agree.
you did.
because that's what I like to
That's
do.
But in
chivalry.
general-
That's good. It's
He's
not
That's a good
to
man.
get something
He's
out of it.
supposed
That's
to
what
do that.
how you were raised. That's how.
That's
You
how I was
are.
raised, but it makes men not want to do it when women are ungrateful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's like being entitled to it.
If
Right.
they didn't say thank you or they did say thank you, it makes no difference.
You don't understand.
Oh, for me it does.
It does.
Because if I open up a door for whoever and you don't
anybody,
say thank you,
I'm
it
gonna
makes
be
me wanna
looking
shut
at
the
you.
door
That's
and let it
Facts.
hit you.
I don't know,
Like,
I'm not
that's
looking
you
for
have to have
verification
manners.
after I do.
But it's not
a
about
natural
verification. It's
act.
about manners.
Yeah.
Like
Just
it shows
respect
who
what
you
you're
are as a
supposed to do.
person. Like, no, because then it doesn't make me want to open any door. Because every time somebody doesn't say thank you to me, when I open a door, I'm like, fuck that. I'm not opening no more doors.
So
Yeah.
you
Because
open the door so they can say thank you to you.
You
not necessarily,
No,
but
but
it's
it's
more
just
like
the common
manners.
courtesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you
Like-
so different and you guys are friends?
I
It
said
does-
that.
It
I
makes
said
no
that
sense.
already, bro.
That's so fucking crazy.
Because you do understand you're operating from a perspective of like that's what you're supposed to do as a man,
I'm from Texas. That's just
and
if,
that's
if you
great.
didn't open the door, I'd say something.
Okay, but here's the thing: I'm not saying that me opening the door is a bad thing.
Mhm.
No, it's a great thing.
It is.
What you're supposed to do.
However, common courtesy. Thank you.
Right.
It doesn't hurt you.
I'm
It
gonna
doesn't.
say thank
And
you.
that's
because
what
my
you're
mama raised
supposed to
me right,
do.
But
Okay.
I don't always say thank you. For what?
You should, because guys shouldn't always open a door for you,
Men
but
are
they
always
do.
opening doors. They open doors every day.
Okay, you live in a really skewed reality. That's fucked up. Okay, why do you think, Mara, that men are taught how to treat women, but not the other way around?
I think it's all about how you were raised. I mean, I have a brother and we were both brought up the same way. My parents have been together since they were 17 years old. So for me, I was raised to cater to a man, my brother to how to treat a woman. It was
Okay.
even.
Okay, shout out to you. What about you, Steph?
Absolutely. My brother and my dad treat me like a queen, and I expect nothing less than that. Not because they have to, but because they want to. And they treat me that, I mean, they've taught me that, and I have to treat them the same, like the way that I have to treat them. My mom with everything, with sex, with manners, with this and that. Like I've just been taught to have manners and just, how a woman should be. Like, and I see it. My parents have also been together since they were very young. So it's just, I just see my mom catering to my dad, and they have just such a beautiful relationship. Like there's no disrespect, there's nothing, because they both treat each other equally as they should,
Right. Okay, cool. Shout out to you. Dr. Kish, why do you think that men are taught how to treat women, but not the other way around?
There's just that lack of accountability now, because remember, it always goes back to the man is the enemy. The man is expected to do everything. The man has to be to the highest standards, and there's no accountability for women, general speaking. I'm not including you girls here. So that stereotype gets reinforced because no one comes and checks you, right? Oh, is your female friend going to tell you, oh, hey, you're being a little too mean. Maybe you should just say thank you when someone did that thing. No, right? Not encouraging that good behavior, right? That peer support is not encouraging that good behavior. But usually as men, when we're out of line, you're disrespecting a woman. There's certain times to call someone out, but you have to do it professionally, right? But if you're being very abusive and calling a female certain names that you shouldn't be, as men, we have to tell each other, there's a better way to handle these things, right? But do women have that same accountability within their own groups?
Right.
Generally speaking, no.
100%.
It's also who you hang with, though.
True.
That is
100%.
I feel
accurate.
like your friends make you. Like a lot of people say no, but it is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
100%.
Because I'll tell her when she's wrong.
Yeah.
And she'll tell me when I'm wrong. And that's how it should be, because I don't need her telling me what I want to hear. No, I
Yeah.
need you telling me what I need to do and
Do you
what's
think
right and
most
what's
girls do that?
Honestly, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
No.
are the outliers.
No.
And it's
Fact.
good. It's a good thing.
And I'll say this too. It's like earlier today, I was leaving the building, and I got off the elevator, and another guy was like close to the door, and he could have like held the door for me, but he chose not to, and I peeped it. Now, when I opened the door, I wasn't mad at him. I
Mhm.
didn't expect him to do it,
Yeah.
right? But it would have been appreciated if he did it. You know what I mean? So the other day too, when we were driving back from Maryland, I went to a gas station, a Wawa, right? And a dude literally stood there and held the door for me. And I was like, yo, thanks. Like I rushed to kind of get there. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, thanks. Like you didn't have to do that. It's like common courtesy.
Yeah.
So
Period.
Makes
that's
the
all
world
I'm
a better
saying.
place.
Yeah.
I think
Exactly.
it doesn't happen now because the family unit isn't a thing anymore.
Yep.
And most of the time the girl gets the child, and they don't push that narrative. They push the narrative, oh, you need to treat a woman good because she's a single mother, she's gone through trauma, and she's trying to push that, oh, don't push that trauma on another girl.
Yeah. I would say this, that it starts with the little things. So if we're no longer holding the door for each other, if we're no longer saying thank you to each other, eventually it starts to build up into bigger things, right?
Mhm.
So I'm big on that. I think everything matters, But yeah, shout out to you guys for being honest about that. Any super chats, bro? Go ahead.
Yeah, we got one from the Aztec 499. He says, ladies, complaint there's no real men. Go to Home Depot.
Shout out to my boy Aztec. And listen, ladies, I will say this. There's some really good men out there, bro. There really are. And I this podcast, when we started, it was for men, by men. And it was because we understand that, well, especially here in Miami, because I'm coming from Maryland, where they're like lifestyle's a whole different.
Yeah.
It's different up there, right?
It'd be Miami.
but I would say that there are good men out there that want to treat you how you want to be treated, but unfortunately, they're not in the Ferraris, they're not in the Lambos, they don't look the way you guys want them to look, and so it's very unfortunate, because when women that are very beautiful like yourself start dating the top 10%, those guys typically aren't going to give you what you want. And then also you have to understand just how you guys are all beautiful, but there's also other beautiful women that they can talk to, and they have the options
because they're the prize at that point.
They're the top 10%. Okay, cool. Any other super chats real quick?